Hi, and welcome for tuning in. Topic of this week's video is weight loss. Weight loss and looking better is an important part of our mental and physical health. But weight gain and loss is mainly a function of diet. What I mean by that is you can't out-exercise a lousy diet. Now, there are plenty of diets out there. I've tried quite a few myself, but the one that currently stands out to me and we'll be discussing today is called intermittent fasting. A quick search on the web and you'll find amazing benefits linked to IF. The top 4 include fat loss, improved focus, increased insulin sensitivity, and a slowing down of the aging process. Now, in this video, I'm primarily going to focus on fat loss, as that was something I was able to see and experience in myself. But there was a surprising benefit as well. Not having to cook breakfast or snack all day long, I was able to have more time and be more productive at work. If you want to learn more about the other benefits I just mentioned, including focus, insulin sensitivity, and aging, I am including a link to an article by Scientific American. You can find it in my video description. Now, let's focus on fat loss. See, the problem is we've become accustomed to eating and snacking all day long. This is how we end up consuming more calories than we can burn. When you don't burn off the excess calories, they get stored as body fat. The premise of IF is that by restricting our eating window, we'll be consuming less calories than our bodies are burning, forcing our bodies to transition to burning fat. Now, IF will take some self-discipline, some getting used to, but power through it, it does get easier with time. Think of IF as an eating schedule where you can only eat during a specific time window and you don't eat for the remainder of the day. Now, ideally, you want to be eating larger meals and avoid snacking. Now, the last thing is, and admittedly, you should have a little bit more leeway here because we are social beings. We tend to socialize in the evenings. But with an IF diet, it's always best to consume your calories to have your eating window earlier in the day. IF is a simple yet powerful idea. You may not have thought about this before, but we're all practicing fasting already while we sleep. This is why the first meal of the day is called breakfast or breakfast. Stretch your fasting window to the point that you're dipping into your fat reserves. The longer you're in a fasted state, the longer you're burning body fat, and this typically starts happening between 12 and 16 hours. I recommend following the 16-8 model, where you fast for 16 hours and you feed for 8 hours. From there, you can build up to the 24 method. But really, the best method for you is a schedule that you can sustain for the long term. During your fast, you should not be consuming any calories whatsoever. It's fine to drink tea and coffee as long as you're not putting in any extra sweeteners or creamers. Now, it's important to stay well hydrated while you're fasting, so be sure to drink a lot of water. And an important, or I should say a popular drink in the IF community is mineral water, but I know that's an acquired taste. One last important topic that always comes up when discussing intermittent fasting is working out during your fast. I think it's completely fine to work out in a fasted state, with one exception. If you're doing long endurance sports, I do not recommend that you do those sports while fasted. I like to bike on the weekends, do some long bike rides, and I never go out fasted. Let me end with a disclaimer. I am not a nutritionist. The information found in this video is based solely on my research and personal experience. I do not recommend IF to anyone who's had issues with food, including anorexia and food binging. Before starting any weight loss program, I recommend you reach out to a healthcare professional. If you found this video informative and helpful, do me a favor and click the like button. See you soon.